Hello everyone and welcome to Hearthstone or Hearthstone or whatever magical way that you want to pronounce that word. I don't really care. Alright, so this is Hearthstone and I'm really excited. I've been playing it constantly for the past like 4 days since I got in, thanks to a wonderful person by the name of Alex. Alex, you are the man. Thank you so much for your spare key. This game has been amazing and I can't wait to do videos on it, and it's all possible thanks to you, so thank you so much. Tell him in the comments he's awesome. You're the man, Alex. Also, I didn't immediately suck when I first started playing the game because I got to play before I even had an account on a friend's account, MrPie. So MrPie, thank you so much for being able to just allow me to go on your account every now and then. It was so helpful, and I've got I learned all the basics really quickly because I was able to play before I even had an account. It was awesome. So if you want to thank MrPie, what I suggest you do is go in the description on this video, go to his channel, and just say on one of his videos, "Thanks, MrPie." And if you want, you can check out his videos while you're there. I'm not insinuating that you do that, but I mean, while you're there. All right. Now for the actual video. So basically, people just wanted me to play Hearthstone, and I wasn't really sure where to start. So what I thought I'd do is just play one ranked game of my favorite, well, my main deck, and show you that deck, and just play and have some fun. So that's what I'm gonna do. This deck is a Paladin deck, which is my main deck. Now, if this box of magical wonder opens, you've been challenged by MrPie. Unfortunately, I'm doing video right now, so I can't. But yeah, this is the main deck, so it's called Holy Swarm, and basically it's all about buffing and shit. So swarming, buffing, and that kind of thing. So we have Blessing of Mights for buffing, amazing 2 mana cost Swamp Ooze, which destroys a weapon, really good. More Swarm there, spawns more minions, card draw, a cheap taunt, which is great, buffing the Swarm, which is great, the Lexzphantom Hunter, which is more Swarm because it summons another boar. That's great for removal and healing, which is the weapon, the only weapon in the deck. Blessing of Kings for more buffing, really powerful buffs. Consecration for removing the enemy minions from the field. It's really good to just, you know, be able to get rid of all his minions like that. More Swarm with the Dragon mechanic. Another really powerful taunt with the extension to Shieldmaster. The Frostwolf Warlord, the crucial part of this deck, where I get all these people out on the field. I get the mass swarm of minions, and then I place one of these bad boys down, and the more minions on the field before I place this, the bigger it gets. So it's really important to get a big swarm down, then throw this down, and I've got this beefy warlord going. It's really fun to do. A really strong taunt that everyone has, Lord of the Arena, and Stormwind Champion for buffing of the swarm once again, and it's a great card, irrelevant. Alright, so we're going to get into a game now, and I'll see you then. Alright, we're in game now. Okay, so we get a 3-3-4-2. Not bad. It is a Lexzphantom Hunter though, and I would like something else besides that ridiculous amount of Swarm. But honestly, at the start of the game, I'm not too bothered, because if I get lucky and draw a Frostwolf not too long from now, that would be great, because I'd have so much Swarm on the field. I'm against the Mage, so it's okay that I can immediately put down this Swamp Ooze. The battle cry of the Swamp Ooze is to destroy the enemy's weapon, and because she's a mage, she doesn't have any weapons, so I can just play it. It's still a great card and still a great move because it's a free 2 for 2 mana. Start of the game, there's not much you can do about it. She uses all of her mana here to do 1 damage to it. It's still alive. If I got a buff there, that'd be great. I'm going to do some card draw here. I get Frostwolf Warlord, so my Swarm... I've got 3 Swarm right now. If you don't know what I'm saying by Swarm, well, I'll let her do her turn. It's basically any minion that has a battle cry to summon an extra thing. So the Lexzphantom Hunter summons a boar, and itself obviously goes down, so that's 2 minions in one play. And then you've got the Dragonling mechanic, which does the exact same thing. Oh, okay, so she uses all of her mana, once again, to stop me from attacking her. Having a nice conversation here. So she's played taunts. I don't know whether my audience really knows anything about Hearthstone, to be honest with you. And so I'm catering to explaining everything. So I'm sorry if you really know loads about Hearthstone, but I just kind of have to. So that has a battle cry to mean that a secret costs nothing. Which is a really good play if she has a secret in her hand. And she did. So whatever that is, gotta watch out for it. Could be attacker, gives her armor. Could be whenever I place a use a spell, it just cancels it, which will suck for me. Alright, I'm going to place down the taunt for the 4 mana to be as efficient as I can. We're going to do the 1 damage to you, 2 damage to you. You're probably going to die to a fireball, so we'll see what the secret is. It's an ice barrier, gives it 8 armor, very good card in terms of sort of slowing me down and stopping me from just murdering her. I'm very happy that it was that, to be honest. Out of all of the secrets that it could have been, that one I think is the weakest, the one that's least threatening, because all it does is slow the game down. It doesn't win her, it doesn't give her anything. Alright, so she loses that, uses a mana. She has 3 mana left, can't play anything great. I've got board control, I'm very happy. And I have 5 mana next turn for a beautiful Frostwolf Warlord, which will be great this early in the game. Yeah, that looks like the play. It looks like the play. I would prefer to have more minions on the field because I've got so much card draw right now, and that is very tempting. But I expect she'll have some sort of flame strike, and what's important is that I do the damage now, so that's what I'm going to do. Right, using the weakest to attack first, I'm going to see if I activate the secret. I do, and it is Ice Barrier. Another Ice Barrier. 2 Ice Barriers on her deck. So I now have to get through 15 damage before I even hurt her. So this is a bit lame. But what's good is I have control of the board. I've got 4 minions on the board, I've got cards in my hand, and she has nothing right now. Absolutely nothing. What she could get is an Arcane Blast, a Cone of Cold, Frost Nova. There's an Arcane... I don't know why I said Blast. Arcane Explosion. That's a Polymorph. No, Fire Blast. Okay. Fireball. Ooh. So once again, she has spent all of her mana to stop me from wrecking her. However, I'm still at an advantage because I now have the turn to do things. She has 3 cards left, and I already have minions on the actual field. So, what I think is important is to have a taunt down so she can't do anything. And I'm going to do a cheap taunt, do the maximum. So, 3 mana for the taunt, which is 3/3, and 3 for the, what's it, Razorfen Hunter, is it? Yeah, it is, and that just gives me more control. So once again, I'm able to beat on her, and there's nothing she can do. I'm whittling away at that ridiculous amount of armor she has, and she ain't got any more of those, so I'm not worried. She seems like she's playing a secret deck with the buffing of everything. Fireball for 2 damage, big whoop. Well, that is a good play, to be honest with you, using the Abomination for the A-bomb, as it were. So, it does, on the death rattle, so when it dies it does something, deals 2 damage to all characters, so we're all going to take 2 damage here. So, this will survive, this will die, everything will die apart from this, which sucks. So, for absolute efficiency, I'm going to put down a second taunt, because I need a taunt to be there when I'm done. Actually, that was a mistake. What I should have done is killed the A-bomb before placing, so it's got full health. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to play this. Right, so how can I do 4 damage? I can. Good. Yeah, I really should have waited. It's very unfortunate that I didn't wait there to place that taunt down, because now it's got 2 less health than what it should have, really. For pretty much no reason. It's just a slight misplay from me. If you want to know my actual ranked, by the way, I've not been doing too much ranked, I've just pretty much started. So I'm currently in Platinum Staff level 3, so maybe this, if I win this, I might be in Diamond, I'm not sure. Right, so she uses, once again, all of her mana to stop me, but does no damage to me, so again, I'm not that bothered. What I would like to do is some nasty damage to her face right now, but she's got 2 taunts down. She only has 2 cards left, so I'm going to be careful with my cards. Place another taunt down that she has to get through. Use my hero ability. Oh, that is bad. That is bad. Once again, a misplay from me. Damn. Basically, that secret, what happened there is, if I play a minion, it will copy that minion and have one itself. If I had done that in the opposite order and placed down the reinforce, she would have only had a 1/1. And I gave her a 6/5. That's a very bad misplay from me. Okay, so we have to get through her taunts. 4-2. Yep, this is very unfortunate. I'm going to take her out for the main damage, so she can't do any damage to me really here. Again, that was That was a really bad play from me. I saw that she had a secret and just didn't do anything with it. Yeah, she's playing a secret deck. She's got so many secrets going on right now. Uses her hero ability to take out that card, and she can do 0 damage to me this turn. If I get something like a Consecrate, that would be beautiful. Once again, I didn't. Right, so that's being buffed every time she has a secret, so I really need to activate this secret. Alright, so let's see if it's steal a minion.
Reporting for duty.
No, it isn't. It's probably when I attack her or use a spell then. So, I could buff this. I think what I'm going to do is do a second Lord of the Arena, but it's not as efficient as I could be, which is the problem. I'm going to do the Stormwind Champion. These are buffed. I'm going to try and get through these taunts, obviously. That's all I can do this turn. She's sort of just slowing me down, which is good because she has better card draw than me with certain few cards that are probably in a deck.
The gates are open.
Right, so she plays the taunt. She has 4 mana left. She can do 2 things or just 1.
Sometimes I forget things.
Alright, so she has given a buff to her. Wow, I think that was a misplay. She could have attacked me there with that and didn't. Okay. We need to get through another taunt. What a pain in the butt. Ugh. Okay. 7/6. I can get through this and it'll die, which is the problem. I could get through that taunt for nothing. That's just good. Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. So get through that. Get through that. What's important is that I get rid of this guy because he's very fucking buffed right now, and it wouldn't be hard for me to do that actually. 6. I could buff it to give it free. The problem is it's going to die, and I really don't want the thing that I'm buffing to immediately die. So I could place the taunt down.
Let me think.
Yeah, we're going to do that. So we're trying to activate that secret. Obviously we've already done that, so yeah. We're going to place down the Lord of the Arena for the taunt. And we're going to save the cards we have now because we might need them. And we're going to punch her in the face. Wow! Vaporize. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That sucks. Yep, I'm going to end the turn on that. That is terrible. What a strong card. I've never seen that before. I'm running a mage deck myself and I've barely got any cards, which really sucks. I've got like none. It's really annoying. So I'm trying to build a mage deck because I really enjoy specifically mage decks. What is she doing? I'm getting...
What to do?
She's doing a lot of emotes, which is annoying, but... So, does she have a spell for that? That's not going to do anything but kill it. 7/7 will kill it. And then I'll take it out with one of these Silverhand recruits next turn, but... Is she going to do that? Yep. She shouldn't have a secret, so it's not going to get buffed again. Well, 8 mana left and she didn't do anything. Yeah, that was a mistake. I agree. Look, you lose that really powerful for a 1. That's great for me. Okay, cool. So we have control of the board pretty much straight away right now. And we're going to place that. And now I have absolutely loads. Now, unless she has another Arcane Explosion or something like a Cone of Cold, I'm at an advantage here. If I get something like a Frostwolf Warlord, I've got 5 down. That'd be very powerful for Frostwolf Warlord. That's the card I was talking about for a really good draw. That's the problem. Arcane Explosion clears the board. Frostbolt clears the board. Does 4 damage to me. No, 3 damage to me. And now I've got these really powerful buffs in my hand. And... ugh. And nothing on the board. So I have to save these for the right moment. Now I do have a Consecrate, which makes me happy. I wish I had that earlier. Damn it. So she's just going to keep clearing the board with the Fire Blast. Use Fireball on me and do nice, hefty damage to my face. And there's nothing I can do about it because I have nothing on the board. Oh, that is the saviour. Okay, so she can't take out both of these, I doubt. I could Consecrate, but it's just not. There's no point. And it is a crime to use a buff before it's your turn, because chances are it'll just be polymorphed or something. A Death Rattle clears the board of everything I have again. God, this sucks for me. This really does suck. Alright, that right there saves it. Okay, the problem is I can't kill it at that point. Alright, so I think what we're gonna have to do is buff this. This is terrible right here. No, it does, because it gets buffed by that. I did bad math. I'm bad at math, apparently. So, I can kill this. I'm just going to lose that. Again, that was a misplay. Ah, God, I'm so good. So good. If I had pressed the reinforce after killing the A-bomb, I would still have it on the board right now. And it'd be a 2-2. Polymorph. I expected that. That's why I didn't use Blessing of Kings. So she clears the board again. I have a Consecrate, which will clear everything she has there. And you know, at this point, I'm going to do that. I need something on the board. I need something on the board for the next turn. She's now out of cards. She has 1 card, 2 cards, nothing on the board. She can use the Fire Blast to remove one of them. But for once, I might just have something on the board.
I'll never tell.
She has no secret.
Do you need a blessing?
She's going to do some healing. She's sort of just playing things now, which is a good move by her there. If I had another Consecrate, that would save my day. Didn't get one. That'll do, though. That will do. Okay. So, we kill that. We kill that. And she's going to have to polymorph or something big for this, which is great for me. You know, I'm going to save this for next turn, just in case she gets like a polymorph or something. If she gets a polymorph, I'd just lose it, so I can't do that. What's great is that I now have this True Silver Champion, which I can just do removal of whatever she plays. That's gone, no big deal. Fire Blast in my face, interesting, she could have removed that, now I have even more buffing. Great, great.
Reporting for duty.
So we're going to take the 3 damage to the face, so we'll lose 1 health, we'll be on 10 health. If she gets a Pyroblast, she'll win the game, which is obviously a risky thing for me. But I can hope she doesn't get that Pyroblast. I have had a very bad game, I'll be honest. I've had a very unlucky game, and there's not much I can do about that. But we have a chance here to bring it back. Mana Worm, she didn't get what she needed. Consecration, great to have. Gonna heal myself. I'll get 1 health, be on 11 after this. Clear the board again. Do some nice damage to her. She's now on 6 health. Consecrate next turn. Kills her minion and 2 damage to her. I might have this in the bag, guys. I might have brought this back. Ah! God, this is such a hard game. Look how close it is. Alright, Fire Blast to remove. What's she got? What's she got if it's Pyroblast? Is it Pyroblast? No, it's a secret. It's a secret. Okay. Okay, here's the play. Here's the play. What's the secret? What's the secret? It's nothing. Okay, is it going to be a counter spell? A counter spell will stop one of my spells. These are spells. I wanted to use this Blessing of Kings to buff this up and win the... Oh! Hang on, we're on 5. Oh, we won. I was just there like oh, what if it's a counter spell? Well, I've got a 5/5 and she's got 5 health. What what the fuck was I doing? All right, guys. There you have it. I have won the game. I got shit draws there. That was really hard to win, but I'm so happy I won. And look at that. I'm in Diamond. I'm now in Diamond. So there you go. I've not really hit any walls yet with this deck. It's my only main deck, my only finished one that I'm kind of happy with. I really want this thing. I've been looking into forums and stuff. There's this deck called Fat Pally, and it looks so fun. And if you know who Day 9 is, he's been playing a similar deck to that for his what he's playing at BlizzCon. And it's just so much better than this deck, and I really want it. But it's all these different cards that I don't have unlocked yet, which is really a pain in the ass. But there's not much I can do about that, to be honest with you. I mean, I just have to get lucky with my draws. And, you know, I haven't been, really, so far. But that's what I'm looking to do. So I'm now in Diamond. I've got some gold for winning 3 in a row. And, yeah. There you go. There you go. if you enjoy this kind of content, do let me know. Again, thank you, Alex, for giving me your spare key to make this video possible, to make the future videos possible, and thank you, MrPie, for allowing me to practice so I don't suck when I actually play. Alright, so I guess that's today's video. If you enjoyed this, again, just let me know. It's important. It really does help, feedback and stuff. And if you just like it, it helps me. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.